we're now sort of in a situation where we're still operating in a very kind of traditional, um, unoptimized architecture within the public cloud. So to really kind of take advantage, we want to start adopting the cloud native services and start refactoring our applications to take advantage of them.
Sure. And I'm also curious maybe about some of the cloud security that you have wrapped around that.
Yeah, I mean, so we another something I noticed on a previous slide you brought up, you'd mentioned zero trust being one of the big hypes of 2023. Well, actually, that means many things to many people, but we were actually able to fully deliver on zero trust network access. So in 2023, we completely phased out legacy VPNs and moved completely to zero trust network access for getting all of our employees access to the resources in our public cloud environments. And then, with regards to other cloud security, we were able to work with Amazon and Microsoft on, architecting security from the ground up in what we've built in those public clouds. And then we're using, IDS and IPS from third-party vendors. We're using, endpoint security. So I think we're in a pretty good place when it comes to kind of adopting modern security.
It sounds like it. And I'm curious maybe on the zero trust network access side, maybe some of the vendor partners that you're working with.
So it's Zscaler that we selected. So we're using Zscaler private access for our ZTNA.
All right, great. Thank you. And while we're on the topic of security as well, I'm just curious, obviously, in this day and age, we're seeing headlines, daily, weekly, if you will, just about security breaches, recent profile breach with Okta. And
Mhm.
just, I'm curious, in your seat, how are you feeling about that, all that? And as an organization, how are you maybe approaching things differently in light of the proliferation of cyber attacks?
I would say that we are probably the leader in our industry in terms of what we're doing with cybersecurity. Not just on having layered and deep security software, but also in practices and crucially in employee training and awareness. So we've invested a lot in employee training and cybersecurity awareness. We've really incorporated it into like an employee's, like the employee code of conduct and mandatory training and things like that. So I think we're seeing a lot of success in just really educating all of our users and getting them to have a good awareness. So
Sure, and that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. You can have all the technology in the world, but if we don't know how to use it as humans, as the workers, then you're not going to get very far.